It may seem strange, but some vegetables that many people consume daily, thinking they are good for their health, can actually weaken their immune system, accelerate brain aging and impair mobility, especially in the legs. Long-term studies with tens of thousands of elderly people, published in the respected Journal of Gerontology, warn about this risk. Although many popular vegetables seem harmless at first glance, some of them can cause silent inflammation, damage the small blood vessels in the legs and make it difficult to move around. This greatly increases the risk of falls, the leading cause of fatal injuries in older people. But calm down, there is a solution. In this video, you will discover clearly and objectively what are the 3 vegetables that should be present in your diet daily to keep your brain active, your legs firm and your health up to date. And also which 3 vegetables you should avoid at all costs, no matter how healthy they seem. Stay until the end, because I'm going to reveal a shocking truth about a seemingly innocent vegetable that could be harming your legs without you realizing. To receive more personalized health tips like this, activate the bell and subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, type 1 if you like the video or 0 if you want to suggest improvements. Now let's go to the first part. Vegetables that elderly people should eat every day. Broccoli, the natural shield against aging. Among so many vegetables available in fairs and markets, broccoli may seem common, but it hides an impressive power for those over 65. More than a simple food, it functions as a kind of living armor, created by nature to protect the body at a time when vitality begins to decline. The secret of broccoli is in the sulforaphane, a powerful phytochemical that fights chronic inflammation, one of the main villains of aging. This silent inflammation affects muscles, joints, blood vessels and even the brain. In other words, it compromises the autonomy and quality of life of the elderly. Sulforaphane activates mechanisms that eliminate toxins and strengthen the body's defenses. Furthermore, broccoli is rich in vitamin K, calcium and antioxidants, essential nutrients to keep your heart healthy and bones strong. After age 65, bones become more fragile, and a small fracture can have serious consequences for mobility. Broccoli helps not only to maintain a firm bone structure, but also to prevent hardening of the arteries, something common with advancing age. It's as if each little green flower carries a natural plan to keep its energy standing. The biggest impact of broccoli may be on the legs and feet, our support base. Studies show that sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation, essential for keeping legs strong, reducing the risk of falls and complications such as diabetes. In other words, by consuming broccoli, you are making a daily decision to walk with more firmness, balance, and safety. But be careful, the preparation method makes all the difference. To preserve its active compounds, the ideal is lightly steam for a few minutes. When overcooked, it loses much of its benefits. When the broccoli is still green, slightly crunchy and full of life, it's as if you're adding more vitality to the dish. For those who want to age healthier, this vegetable is essential. Carrot, guardian of vision, balance and vitality. Some of the greatest health allies in old age are not on the shelves of exotic products, but among the simplest and most accessible foods, like the humble carrot. Far beyond its pleasant flavor and crunchy texture, carrots are a true gift from nature for those seeking an active, independent and connected old age. She is rich in beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A, essential for eye health, something crucial, as vision directly influences the elderly's autonomy. Seeing well is more than seeing faces and landscapes. And prevent falls, drive safely and maintain independence in everyday life. Studies show that frequent consumption of beta-carotene helps slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the main cause of vision loss after the age of 65. Each orange carrot holds the potential for a safer, more active future. And it doesn't stop there. Carrot too helps with motor coordination and balance, thanks to its antioxidants, which strengthen blood vessels and nerves, essential structures for maintaining the connection between the brain and lower limbs. It strengthens both the leg muscles and the feet's responsiveness, ensuring firmer steps. Furthermore, it is a powerful ally for metabolism. Rich in fiber, the vegetable helps with digestion, regulates cholesterol and stabilizes blood sugar levels. These 3 pillars, digestion, circulation and glycemic control, are fundamental to aging healthily. And it's not just about preventing diabetes, it's about protect nerves, vessels and mobility. To make the most of the benefits, prefer to consume carrots raw, grated, steamed or in natural juices. Eating 1 or 2 carrots a day may seem like little, but this daily gesture becomes, over time, a protective shield for the entire body, from vision to balance, from digestion to movement. 1. Eggplant, the hidden danger for your joints and mobility. As we age, our food choices need to be increasingly conscious. Small mistakes can significantly affect our health, independence and quality of life. Eggplant, despite appearing to be a healthy option as it is rich in fiber and low in calories, hides a natural compound called solanine. This substance, present in vegetables from the nightshade family, can cause silent inflammation, especially in the joints, muscles and connective tissues, areas that are naturally more sensitive after the age of 65. This discrete but persistent inflammation compromises leg strength, reduces blood circulation and interferes with neuromuscular coordination. This means that simple actions like walking, climbing a step or maintaining balance can become challenging over time. Even in preparations such as roasted, grilled or sautéed, eggplant continues to contain solanine at worrying levels. Therefore, elderly people, especially those with arthritis, joint pain or muscle sensitivity, should consider other, safer options to maintain their mobility and well-being. 2. Green peppers, the silent enemy of your gut, circulation and balance. Although colorful and seemingly harmless, green peppers can cause more harm than good for those over 60. This is because he is rich in lectinas, proteins that can bind to the intestinal wall and hinder the absorption of nutrients. As we age, the digestive system and the immune system become more vulnerable. And these lectins can cause low-grade inflammation, imperceptible at first, but which compromises the health of joints, nerves and blood vessels. The first signs? Tingling in the feet, stiffness in the ankles, feeling of imbalance when walking. Subtle symptoms that, if ignored, evolve into falls, muscle weakness and difficulty in moving around. And there's more. Green peppers, as they are not completely ripe, have fewer antioxidants than their red, yellow or orange brothers. In other words, it offers less protection and more risk. Even cooked, the ideal is to reduce its consumption or avoid it completely, especially if you already suffer from joint pain, poor digestion or cardiovascular problems. Avoiding these two vegetables doesn't mean losing flavor or variety. On the contrary, there are countless options that are safer, more nutritious and friendlier to your mature body. And choosing what not to eat is just as powerful as choosing what to include on your plate. 3. White potato, the comfort that weakens your heart, legs and independence. Few foods are as traditional as white potatoes. It has always been present on American tables, kneaded with butter, baked in the oven, pureed or fried into crispy strips. But behind this familiarity and comforting taste, there is a truth that needs to be told, especially if you are over 65. White potatoes, despite appearing harmless, can silently weaken your physical strength and body stability. This is because it has a very high glycemic index. That is, it makes blood sugar rise quickly after consumption. These frequent glucose spikes cause subtle but ongoing inflammation in the blood vessels that supply the brain, legs, and feet. Over time, this impairs circulation, reduces sensitivity in the lower limbs and weakens muscles, affecting balance and the ability to walk safely. And the problem doesn't stop there. White potatoes are also associated with arteriosclerosis, which is the hardening of the arteries. This makes circulation in the extremities even more difficult, causing symptoms such as cold feet, cramps, numbness and instability when walking. What starts as a slight discomfort can evolve into real risks. Greater chance of falls. Slow recovery after injuries. Progressive loss of autonomy and self-confidence. Furthermore, many potato recipes contain harmful ingredients such as excess butter, cream and salt, a dangerous combination for those who already live with hypertension, high cholesterol or diabetes. Conclusion. When we compare white potatoes to other root vegetables like sweet potatoes or carrots, we see a clear difference. It is low in antioxidants. This means it offers little protection against oxidative stress, one of the main accelerators of cellular aging. When choosing white potatoes frequently, many elderly people miss the opportunity to strengthen the body from within, leaving out vibrant and nutritious foods that protect the heart, muscles and even the brain. But the good news is, you don't have to give up flavor and comfort. Just make choices that respect your body's needs, like keeping your energy stable, improving circulation and preserving muscle strength. These are the qualities that ensure our autonomy and happiness as we age. True strength lies in small daily decisions. It is not major events that define our health in old age, but rather the small habits repeated consciously. Choosing the right vegetables and avoiding those that cause inflammation is a way to honor our bodies, protect our legs, our hearts and our minds. This goes far beyond nutrition. It's a gesture of self-love. It is the recognition of the history we have already lived through and care for the future we still have to build. What I've learned, and what I've heard from many others, is that aging well it has nothing to do with miracles. It has to do with attention, consistency and affection with the body. No doctor or medicine can replace the value of a handful of nuts a day, swapping white potatoes for a colorful option, or avoiding an inflammatory vegetable. Small changes, big impacts. These simple choices protect your freedom to walk alone, your mental clarity, your emotional well-being. They preserve happy moments with their children, trips with friends, and the realization of dreams that are still alive. Think with me. Every meal is a vote. Are you voting for fragility, or for strength? Maybe we can't control everything that comes with age, but we can support us, respect us and fight daily for our best version. Live with more strength, more autonomy and more joy. This is possible. Just take care of your life and we can still transform it. Now it's up to you. Comment below one thing you learned in this video and which you want to apply in your life. If you like the content, leave a 1 in the comments. If you didn't like it, write 0. Your opinion is very important. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and share with someone who needs this information. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you to live your life healthily, consciously and freely, your way.